CWatt.
Welcome back to the thing.
Welcome. Oh my God, y'all. We had so many technical difficulties.
Today is October 6th. We're recording on October 6th. I want y'all to understand today is a full moon in Aries. It's a lot of shit going on. A lot of action first, thoughts later.
What's the house of technology?
Tech and stuff is typically going to be like the 11th house, in my opinion, because that's the Aquarius house.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what it could be because shit was going up today.
Rhea and I have very similar charts.
Mm-hmm.
And this falls in our 8th and our 9th. We got to find out what degree it is in Aries. Because if it's early degree Aries moon, then this is 8th house shit.
Yeah.
If it's late, then it's 9th. I feel like probably 9th, to be honest, because we're learning. It's a learning curve.
Yeah.
We're learning a lot right now.
Child, I don't see how you sit like that. That's why I have varicose veins now. I'm trying to get them removed.
Listen,
but I was gonna say, I know astrology is very like individualistic and it depends on the person. But every time I see people talking about Trump and his chart, I'm like, dang, we the same rising sign. Me, Mindy, and Trump.
We're not gonna talk about that because it's different. It's different. The thing is, I think that you can God can delve out the same powers to multiple people, and how you choose to use them is different. We cannot argue the fact that he is a polarizing figure. He has a massive fan club. The Leo rising is obvious.
Yeah.
It's just he uses it for evil. If he was a good person and had that much like reach, he would be like the Pope.
Yeah.
But he's a shitty man.
I know. It really sucks that he is, because if he weren't president and if he weren't as evil as he was, he'd be funny.
No.
And he would be. And I mean, it's me essentially laughing at an old person.
At his dementia.
You know, I feel bad about that. But he's so fucking ridiculous.
No, he is very wild. No, you know what? I can't even lie. I used to work at this place called the Oyster Barn back in Georgia. And when I was there was this old man who used to be there, and he sat at the bar all day, and all he did was tell dad jokes and like kindly hit on all the women, right? Older white man. That's who I envision as like the good version of him, because all he did was like tell dad jokes and be like, let me tell you something. Oh, did I ever tell you about that time? Like that's who he is. But his did I ever tell you about that time is him talking about last year when 9/11 happened. I told Pete, right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's the dementia, but you're just using it for evil.
Yeah.
For evil, because you're a bigot.
Hold on, let me put my phone on D&D.
Oh, my phone is always on vibrate. No matter what.
I can tell.
Okay.
Mindy never answers her phone.
But I be at work all
I be texting on off days.
Long.
I text you on off days.
Girl, I see you on my first off day. I don't have no off days. What off days?
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Girl, Tuesday is my content day. I literally have to get all my content for the weekend in one day. And then Monday is podcast day, and then planning for content day. Wednesday is my only day off, and all I want to do on Wednesdays is rock. That is it. I even tell Jay, we haven't been on a date in so long, because I don't want to have to get dressed and go anywhere on the first day I have to myself. I just want to sit. That's it. It does suck. I hate it here.
I am manifesting that you'll be done with this job by next year.
Fuck that, before next year. Like literally, I don't want to take a 9 to 5 into next year.
Well, I mean, by the new year. That's what I meant.
I don't. And I literally, we talked about this. Literally, Jay was like, what number would it take? Because whether it came through an opportunity of like, okay, well, whether it's contract, whatever, you're getting this much money, or through a really, really big brand deal. How much money would it take for you to quit your job? And in this economy, minimum $80K.
80?
Minimum, because I have, the last 3 to 4 years of my life has been so tumultuous. I went from freelancing and making good money to then working a 6-figure job to then having no money come in to then being dead fuck. I was the brokest I've ever been. Like, I have not struggled like this in a very long time. And to the point where I qualified for food stamps, got it for 1 month, then they disqualified me because I worked one job and got $1,000 check.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yes. Dead fucking broke. So for me, yeah, a brand deal's cute. Unless I know I'm going to be good, where I can pay my rent out for the rest of the year and then work on other things, I'm not quitting my job.
Yeah, I mean, smart.
Yeah,
because we know people who quit their jobs and
fucked.
This ain't the time to be quitting a job, y'all. I'm sorry, it's not the time.
It's not the time. So I'm gonna push as far as I can, but I'm just praying that God is up there writing my name down on his list of blessings because I needs mine. Please and thank you. Anywho, how was your week?
It was good. It was really busy. I started going to the gym today, though.
How was
got a gym membership. It was actually really good.
Ooh.
I feel like I'm gonna be a gym rat.
Period. I love that for you.
I know. It's such a big difference, like with machines and heavier weights. It's totally different. I haven't been to a gym like
in years. This is the last time we were going to the gym. John Reed.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was like 4 years ago.
That was 2021, yeah.
Yeah. So it feels good. What else? I don't know. That's it.
No, you play tennis.
Oh, I mean, girl, yeah.
That's a good update. You're getting out of the house. You're doing things.
I mean, okay.
Girl.
Wait. This is TMI.
Okay.
But I'm going to be vulnerable and tell this story because I know there's someone out there that goes through this.
I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm locked in.
But just know, I don't want to tell y'all what I'm about to say.
I'm so locked in. I'm sitting here like Russell Simmons. Here goes.
So, I'm at the gym today. And I have on my leggings, my outfit. And I typically don't wear any underwear when I wear leggings to the gym, right?
Why?
I just don't.
Why?
Because it's like tight. It's only when wearing black. Let me preface that, wearing black. But typically I don't because I have to wear a thong. And mind you, I've been working out at home. So it hasn't been a big deal, right? But I wore black leggings to get today, so I wasn't worried about sweat or anything like that.
Also, y'all, just so you know, it's an all-female gym.
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, but you can see anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did I think it was an all-women's gym?
I don't know.
Oh.
It low-key, like, is advertised like that, but it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's CWatt. So, I did my leg workout today. I got on the treadmill after. And I come home and I get in the shower and I feel like really like uncomfortable down there. And I was chafing.
Oh no.
But
no, it's real.
It was
I feel like I already know what's about to happen. Go ahead.
It was my labia that was
I knew it! How the fuck you giving your pussy an Indian burn and you don't realize till you get home?
Okay, but look, I've never had that happen before. But I realized it was because
you had a camel toe actively.
No.
Because you a fat pussy girl.
I'll go with that. But no, one of my my labia minora is longer than
I'm gonna start calling you Fat Lips. That's your new nickname. Or Long Lip.
Shut up. Trey calls it my Nemo fin. Girl. It was so uncomfortable. I have to remember to like
ouch.
Tuck it.
You're literally gonna have to use like salve.
Literally, you don't know how bad when I gave birth. I had a home birth. When I gave birth, I literally wanted, when she was stitching me up, I would ask her, "Look, I'm numb down there. Can you just cut it?" I wanted to so bad. You down there, you might as well.
Okay, maybe not her. She's not a surgeon.
She could have did it.
Tabria, you don't want a rough cut on your pussy.
I don't know. You just fold it over and sew it
back. I'm so glad. Tabria watched 3 seasons of Grey's Anatomy, and now she thinks she knows. Well,
yeah, it's been a very uncomfortable morning.
Wow. So what I was mentioning before is when me and Jay were leaving her place to come here, we were walking down the street. We had to pass this building to get to where her car was parked. And there was these 2 older white people. Mm-hmm. Older white man sitting down, older white woman standing there. They're in the middle of conversation. As we pass them, the white woman literally says something. I don't hear her. Jay goes, and I was like, what? Jay's like, did you just hear that? It's like, no, what? We're still pretty close because we're walking past. And she's like laughing. And I'm like, get to it. Tell me, because if they said something offensive, I'm trying to pop off. The woman literally said out loud, you know, I think I have very African-American instincts.
What?
And I said, what? And they're still in conversation. And I don't think it was offensive, but she was literally talking to this man about how she has African-American instincts. And our entire car ride here, we were like hypothesizing what these instincts
literally
were.
What did she mean by that?
Because what do you mean? And like the only thing that I could think of, just based off of like context, is she was like, because you know, in LA there's a lot of homeless people. I think that she was trying to say like, you know, she can identify what like is ghetto versus hood. Like, oh, you know, it's a homeless person, yeah, but it's not danger. Like, I think I know when danger's around. I got African-American instincts.
That is crazy.
She's like, I'm not a typical white woman.
Right.
Like, I understand when there's danger around.
Out. That's wild. You need to write that down to put in a show or something.
First
That's
of all,
funny as fuck.
white people are obsessed with us.
I mean,
it's insane.
Yeah.
Last update, and then I'm done. No, because like there's been so much happening that I've just been reflecting on. I have this job. We talked about it. I think that the job is a very good job. I think that the people that work there are very great people. I'm personally not trying to achieve anything. I'm trying to clock in, clock out. And every day I go to work, I unintentionally hit another milestone and they're obsessed with me. We had a meeting before the last shift that I worked or whatever. It was a Sunday. Typically there's like a whole like staff meeting. At the end of the meeting, literally called me out. We just want to give special attention to Mindy. She's been doing a wonderful job. I have a 100%, because it's all appointment based, and every appointment that I've had since the beginning of the month, I've sold. So they'll
Period. Okay.
No. I don't think you understand how frustrating it is to not want to do a good job and still do a good fucking job. And I'm like, stop. Literally, one of the manager pulled me aside. She was like, next week, I want to like sit down and do one-on-one like, with some more training, whatever, because I see you going places. I only want to go home. That's the only place I want to go.
Like, I'm not trying to get promoted.
How am I excelling when I don't want to? Like, I literally want to be that worker who you don't notice is there.
Yeah.
But like clocks in, does just enough.
Just enough.
And I'm still doing leaps and bounds.
So your bare minimum is they're excellent.
Yes.
Is it just white people there?
Yeah, I'm the only fully Black person that works there. There's another girl who's mixed, but she is mixed Latino and Black, and she leans more towards her Latina side. And like, no shade, like, go off, queen. But I'm like the only person that's like, Black.
Yeah. So you're gonna be gone by the new year.
I pray to God, y'all. Give me a job in the industry, please.
Do you think you would start charging for your party series? Just some like minimal, even like $5.
I think that the only way that I would is if we outgrew all the venues that are willing to do bar minimum deals. Because the only reason why parties like everyday people have to charge is because they're renting venues and they have their own like things set up with bars and shit like that. Yeah. For this party specifically, like I just wanted to create community. Yeah. Like that's literally it. So I don't think that I would, but for other events, for sure. Yeah. Like there is an upcoming event that I'm going to talk about and that will be charged, but that is like an event with like a specific theme and purpose.
Well, mention it now.
Okay. Well, on the 12th of this month, we're throwing a party in conjunction with Jade and her friend. They throw this karaoke party that it's called Sapphic Sing Along, and we want to do like a day party. So it's called Sapphic Sundays.
Day party.
Yes, and so the first half of it would be karaoke and a marketplace. And so at the marketplace, it'll be like there's gonna be flash tattoos, clothing vendors, all queer-owned like brands, businesses, people. And then the second half of the party would turn into like an actual party, which would be a some cut party. So it's like a full day event.
Is that still the day part? Or that's
but that's like the evening of the day party. Okay, you know, like you go to a day party and like from like 6 to 9 or like like perfect. That. Yes, that would be the party part. But then the day party or the karaoke and all that. Which honestly, karaoke is fun as fuck. fun as fuck. I love their karaoke events because you still get the vibes of the music. There's still people you get to mix and mingle, network, and like the song choices are just very Black and very fun.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for it.
Okay.
It's gonna be a cute time.
Well, I want to do an escape room soon, so get on that.
Ooh, we should do a pride escape room, and it's all just like straight men trying to grab you.
No.
Be my wife.
I don't want to do.
Have a baby.
That's scary.
I'm kidding.
All right. Well, that was our little mini recap, and now
we get into the real good things.
I'm gonna think of like some theme music for this, like dun, 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 I don't know.
Oh, is it Tabria News Hour? Yes.
For Tabria's News Hour.
Tabria's News Hour on speed. You gotta speed read it.
All right. So the government is officially shut down as of October 1st because House couldn't come to an agreement on healthcare funding. Yes. Dems want to sign a bill to just prevent us from losing funding for healthcare, and the Republicans are refusing to negotiate. So there's that. We'll see what happens. Now, the rest of this is so depressing, genuinely. Kyron Lacey, he was a former LSU football player. He took his own life in April because he was accused of negligent homicide. He was accused of running into this man's car. He was a 78-year-old man, I believe, passed away. This happened in December of last year. And the body cam footage just came out last week. And the cop on the case, what's his name? Tyler Warner, was telling him what to say. And just literally be sure you write like, you slammed into your brakes and you did a hard stop, like totally fabricating everything, knowing good and well this was not the perpetrator, and took his own life in April.
He was 24, a baby. I think it happened when he was 23, but he was 24.
Yeah.
Fucking sad.
Took his own life, and his lawyer, Matthew Ori, I believe is his name, he's been fighting for him, and I hate that so much. In more depressing news, Trey Reed was a 21-year-old Black man who went to Delta State, and he was found hanging on the campus.
They really tried to convince us that it was self-inflicted.
Like,
with no chair, no ladder.
So
he just jumped up and hooked himself into the loop.
Right. Immediately ruled a suicide. Everybody knew that was false. Colin Kaepernick came and paid for a private autopsy.
Because they refused to do it.
Yep. I know.
Did you hear about that? The boy that, I think it was out here, Black guy, went to a restaurant by himself. A group of white teenagers beat the fuck out of him and was yelling racial slurs. It was literally a hate crime. And they just charged them with disorderly conduct. One of the main agitators was actually the son of a police officer in the department. Shout out to the community. The whole community came out to the city hall and basically were like, you can't do this. Like this, you can't do this, you can't do this. And they finally charged all those boys with hate crimes.
Finally.
And of course, the community is like, these are young boys, you're gonna ruin their futures. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
They beat the shit out of this boy. Oh my God.
They had no care for his life.
At all.
The Gaza aid flotilla was seized by Israeli forces. They took everyone captive on board. Greta Thunberg, she's like the face of this, but there's like 150 people that are a part of it. But she was taken, and eyewitness reports have said that she was basically tortured and forced to crawl on her knees, kiss the Israeli flag. It was absolutely disgusting, but she is finally safe in Athens currently, but they still have several people detained there. So this was really crazy. South Carolina Circuit Court Judge Diane Goldstein's house recently caught on fire. Her family was inside. She was out walking the dog. Everybody got out safely. But everyone's suspecting that this was done in retaliation to a recent ruling of hers that she blocked the election commission from getting voter data because she said that that's an infringement of their privacy.
Which it is.
Yes. And after all that happened, like, Stephen Miller was tweeting at her and making it a huge deal. People doxed her, released her address, and she was receiving threats. And now her fucking house caught on fire.
Insane.
The National Guard is in full effect in Chicago, and
it was blocked in Portland. But it was crazy because it was blocked by a Trump-appointed judge, which was something no one saw coming. Which means that there is now active dissent within his own ranks.
Thank
God.
God.
That is a great, great sign. There are people here who are happy making $35K annually, blessed, jumping for joy. And the people up top keep raising the prices on your subscriptions. Me and Jay tried to watch a movie the other day on Hulu, last night, and she didn't have access to it.
Because you have to have the premium subscription. Yeah, I canceled Hulu. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, no, cancel it too.
Yeah,
Gone.
fuck that.
Mine was in conjunction with my Spotify, and I had to jump through leaps and hoops to cancel it.
Dude, I may or may not start to pirate.
No, I think I want to go back to like tangible media at this point. Give me a VHS, a DVD player. Give me a Blu-ray. Cause what the fuck? I watch
we don't
the same
own shit.
I watch the same things all the time anyway. I'll just buy box sets of my favorite shows.
No, literally.
All I do is comfort watch.
I'd be content. Yeah.
Comfort watch and go to the movies.
Yeah, literally.
That's it.
Literally. Because all they got to do, Wi-Fi off, power go out.
Plug it in.
Literally nothing. We
watch
have
it
nothing.
on the Switch. Give me the iPad.
God. It's so fucking depressing. Anyway, okay. The Pentagon just mandated that journalists must sign a compliance pledge, which means that they can't report on certain information that hasn't been approved for public release. So think of that like if there are whistleblowers, because that's how a lot of stories get uncovered through whistleblowers. They wouldn't be allowed to reveal their information because it has to be vetted, it has to be approved to be released to the public. Albania has appointed an AI system called Diela, I believe that's how it's pronounced, as a virtual minister of state for artificial intelligence. So basically they have an AI entity operating in their government, which is absolutely nuts. And I mean, they're not having it. There has been so much dissent over this, but
there's footage of when the prime minister announced it in parliament and all of the ministers got up out of their seats and you could hear them screaming. I think the most dystopian aspect of it is the AI minister was actively there on a screen, but like listening in and was responding. And the first response she gave was, "This hurts me to see you react this way." A Black Mirror episode. This hurts me to see you react this way. And I just want to express to you guys that I'm probably more qualified to do your job than you are because I don't have emotions in the game and I work with nothing but information and numbers. You should be grateful that I'm here.
Absolutely not. We only need humans in our government.
Eventually, there are going to be state governments that are run by tech companies and have AI prime ministers.
And then that is the prequel to Parable of the Sower.
Hello. Y'all read the goddamn book. Black women always tell the truth. We are seers. We see it coming. We talk about it. Read the goddamn book.
Just a reminder, lots of states have some very important elections coming up next month, November 4th. California, I don't want to tell you how to vote, but I'm voting yes on Prop 50. Look into it.
Yes on Prop 50. Yes on Prop 50. Yes on Prop 50.
Gubernatorial elections in New Jersey and Virginia. And there's lots of city mayor elections too, but the biggest one is in New York. Zohran Mamdani, I support him.
We're not going to tell y'all what to do, but you heard her.
That's who I support.
Me still holding a no. I'm voting New York.
Really? That's so awesome.
I still have my New York license and everything. Jay's like, you need to get to California, but I'm like, you and Tabria got my vote out here. Y'all do the work there. I'm gonna do the work. in New York.
Your vote's better used out there.
I'm gonna do the work in New York.
Yeah,
mail in my ballot.
All right, now we're done with the news. We'll talk a little bit about pop culture.
Not too much. I will say this for anyone who actually had the wherewithal to listen to the entirety of Taylor Swift's new album. Congratulations and also my condolences. I know that was a hard listen. I think that it's insane how we don't realize that Taylor Swift is a machine, a part of the machine, and just exists within the machine itself. She got a perfect score from Rolling Stone. 100. They gave Thriller,
she didn't.
They gave Thriller 4 out of 5. She got a 5 out of 5. Someone on TikTok was so aghast at this article that they went and did research to find out who wrote the article.
Yeah.
They found the picture. They have like staff images on their website. In her office, she's high up. In her office is a wall of every Rolling Stone cover that Taylor Swift was in. She is a diehard Swiftie.
My
Why
God.
the fuck would you give her? But it has to be on purpose.
Yeah.
She's a part of the machine.
Yeah.
There's no reason. Y'all look it up.
There's no reason for her to sell 2.7 million copies first day.
I believe it though.
That's crazy.
I believe it though, and I will say this, because of the 9 to 5 job that I have, I'm amongst white people all day. Lots of white women, period. Is a women, I don't see men at my job unless they are gay. White women, every woman that week, and just making banter and conversation, ask me, have you heard Taylor Swift's new album? Yeah, I know, it's not the best, but like I love her, just hate the white women love her down.
I mean, we know that.
Love her down.
That's
they're
crazy.
buying it off of the support alone. And then they're like, Diddy was sentenced to 50 months in federal prison, 4 years and 2 months. He's already spent about 10 months in custody, and that time is being counted towards his punishment. Also, I follow this one creator, Dominique Morgan. Shout out to her.
Oh, I love her.
She's great. And she did a video talking about, because she was in federal prison and she knows how this shit works. And she was like, he's going to be home before Christmas probably.
I believe
because it's not only the time served, you also count about half time. If you get 10 years and you're really, really good, you'll be out in 5. So since it's 4 years, 2, already served 10 months, like, and he has really great lawyers, he's gonna be out before the end of the year. Latest spring.
Also, I don't know if everybody's heard about Sword 2. It's like, you know, the latest AI update. It's just the race to the AI wars. There's one that comes out every week. But this one's crazy. Jake Paul basically made it so that you could deep fake his image.
That's so
which
dangerous.
Is insane. So like gay Jake Paul is going viral right now, whatever the fuck. But we're already at a point where it's indistinguishable. Like if the watermark weren't there, you wouldn't be able to tell.
No, I saw the clip of him with the eyeshadow palette.
Yeah,
he was doing makeup. Yeah. It definitely
and like,
is very accurate.
People make these videos like, oh, I can tell it's AI. You have to zoom in here. Look at the way the mouth is moving.
People on Facebook are not doing that.
Mindy, we're not doing that.
Yeah,
we're not analyzing videos like that as we're scrolling. Nobody is scrutinizing each video because we don't have the attention span for that. We're just swiping.
And on apps like TikTok, you can have your name show up however you want it to.
Yeah.
The only difference is going to be the check mark.
Yeah.
But if I deepfake someone's account who isn't verified, I can literally, my account could be user 128567839.
Literally.
And it would say Tabria Majors. And you think it's Tabria. I have 3 accounts pretending to be me.
That's crazy.
I can't do nothing about it. Because unless you qualify to be a celebrity, you can't like say this person is pretending to be me, and then like, so you could say this person's pretending to be me, but it's lower on like the rank of like importance.
Really?
So if you say this person is pretending to be a celebrity, they make you look up the celebrity's name or whoever it is, because a lot of big influencers are listed under it, and then you select it and you see action with that way faster than what I've reported a million times. I've had Jade report it. I reported from my page, my Finsta page, the TikTok page, all of our pages. I mean, the podcast page, all of them, nothing's still there. And they're DMing everybody that follows me and asking them to sign up for my course in financial literacy. And I made a post and I was like, I'm the last motherfucker who will ever try to give you any updates on finances, baby. I fell for scams myself. You think I'm gonna be out here trying to sell y'all courses? I had to literally, Tabria had to tell me not to give somebody my banking information, and I did it anyway. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Like, did they even watch your content?
No, everything I post, I had to turn on my watermark in order for them to do that. So now, because before, I didn't know that I had it set this way. You could download my video, and it didn't have the watermark.
Oh, I thought that was just automatic.
I thought it was automatic too.
Shit.
Right?
Okay, so this week we kind of wanted to do a continuation. Well, it's not a continuation of last week, but on our community episode that we had like 2 episodes ago, we wanted to talk about the loneliness epidemic, and more specifically tailored toward romantic relationships. And there's been a lot of talk about, there's always going to be chatter about like decentering men, and, you know, especially women being single in their 30s, 40s, people not getting married as much anymore. So we wanted to touch on that and expand upon it a little bit more. So let's dive right in.
I have a very tiered response to that.
Okay.
Because I have definitely experienced loneliness in different facets and in different like intensities throughout my life, right? I think that even during the peak time of friendship in our lives. And when I say that, I mean like when we had a circle of friends and
Yeah.
had things going on and group chats and everything popping, I experienced so much romantic loneliness that I didn't
Yes.
have before, even though I was single for years. And I think having one cup be so full shed a light, like it was like a spotlight on the other cup being so empty,
Interesting.
right? And I think that it caused me to make really poor choices, to chase after relationships, or not even relationships, but people who gave me an ounce of like, I could potentially want to be with you.
Yeah.
And that was the only reason why I was so dedicated to maintain these
Yeah.
relationships, when I probably could have gotten more progress in finding someone new. Because in my mind, I was like, well, I've already invested. Like, this is a sure shot. No, it's not. I think that I experienced less friendship loneliness, but I do remember times where I did experience it, and it was when I was in New York.
Yes.
Because I was by myself out there, and all of my friends were in LA, and like group chat is cool, but it's not enough. I'm like alone.
Yeah,
all the
you
time.
were really alone out there.
I was by myself. I had a mental breakdown. With other things too. But I remember I called Tabir one day and I was in Dumbo walking along the boardwalk, sitting on a bench in my pajamas, crying.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
bawling, crying. Tabir was like, girl, just book a goddamn flight and come
Literally,
back.
come back.
Just come back. It was really sad. And I think it was the disappointments in trying to find friends that really fucked me up. Like, I remember I thought I found one friend and we would go out and party, and she tried to fuck me. She tried to kiss me. Remember I told you about that? I was like, girl, I thought we were supposed to be friends.
Right. It's not what this is.
That's not what this is. I want a girlfriend. I want a homie.
Right. It's so hard. It's so hard to find them. I don't know if I've ever really... I have experienced platonic loneliness, but it was mostly when we first moved here.
That part, yes.
Yeah, that was a struggle because it was like a month of being here before Mindy and I actually started hanging out. And then, it's not like
a build up.
You have to build to it. So even still, it was still a few months of like, okay,
and I experienced
awkward
the exact same
hangout.
thing,
Yeah, exactly.
But it was worse for Tabria because I was in a relationship.
Yeah.
So at least I had someone around. Tabria was just solo dolo, just like on Craigslist responding to people's posts for like extra work and like hoping to build friendships.
Girl, the shit I was doing in LA, I swear to God, it's a wonder I'm alive. It's
girl.
Like
same.
Literally, we were on Craigslist.
Yes, girl, we literally were on friendship Bumble dates. What was that app that we both?
It's girlfriend something. It has the word girlfriend.
It does.
In it.
I don't remember what it's called, but it was something like that. And we both were like because the thing is, yes, it's nice to have a friend, but you want more than just one.
Yeah.
Because if she's busy, I have no one. If I'm busy, she has no one. So we were actively texting about it, going on another friend date, going on a bunch of weirdos. No shade. But a lot of strange birds. And
there was one I found, but she moved.
Shout out to her.
Yeah.
What's her name?
It starts with a K.
You don't even remember.
We still follow each other.
Okay, girl.
But even though I did find her and we were hanging out for a few months, like when you have separate friend groups, it's still awkward because it's like, you only hang out with people separately. You don't really mix the friend groups. Even now, like I have separate friend groups and I don't want to mix it. Like Trey's cousin's always asking to hang out with us. And I'm like, I don't really see it,
I will say this. I completely agree with you when it comes to that in particular. And it's not like I'm expecting any changes in my life, but if Jade introduces me to someone and now we're really, really cool, I'm not bringing you into my friend group because that's your friend.
Right.
That's your family.
Right.
Fuck with you heavy.
Yeah.
But God forbid something happens, you are now embedded in my life in a way that it's going to cause a second tier of heartbreak that you can't come with me. You know what I mean? I don't want that. I'm okay. I remember when my long-term ex, when we broke up, for real, every single person I ever met through him stopped fucking with me. Stopped talking to me completely, unfollowed me on everything. Now, granted, he was probably spreading lies, but it doesn't matter. The friendship that I thought I had with them was false.
Yeah.
Because your friendship was conditional, and the condition was my relationship.
Yeah. What I lacked in friendship, I made up for in
hoeing.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, we were so outside.
We was outside.
We were very outside.
And that's okay. Because I will say this, up until the past 5 years, every friend that I made, outside of the friendships that we have now all ended. And all ended up, no shade. A lot of them ended up being some weirdos. No, I was going to do a story time. I have it written down and I haven't done it yet, but I think I will. Remember that one girl, I'm not going to say no names, that I started hanging out with. And I remember I always have this issue with friends where we become friends and then they attach aggressively.
Yes.
And like she would hit me up and she'd be like, I just think it's fucked up that you don't really respond to me. Like relationship. And then we ended up finding out we were dating the same person. Okay. I thought about her and I was like, damn, I've had multiple scenarios like that. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't know. People are just you're magnetic.
No, I don't even think that it's just that. I think that there are people, because there's no way you were just like that with me. Maybe you were. I don't know. But that's just weird to me.
But some people have codependent tendencies.
Yes.
I've had a friend like that and it ultimately like ruined our friendship. We stopped being friends for
I don't like it. And I think that what really solidifies my view of friendship with the people that I am friends with, that I call friend, is none of my friends are codependent. Nobody that I talk to and hang with on a regular basis, I speak to every day. No one. It's not a bad thing. No. I enjoy it. Because when we do talk, we're talking about something with purpose. I don't need to check in with you. You're my homegirl. You're not my bitch. Like, I'm not even texting Jay while I'm at work. I'm at work. But I have people that will literally be like texting me, girl, I just said I'm at work. What do you want from me?
I mean, we've seen people who can be on FaceTime for hours.
That part too.
I don't know how people do that. Just be on the phone.
I can do it with Jay. That's different though.
I get it. But
in relationship, it's different. The same way, you're not going to get tired of Trey. You know, Trey's
I'm not going to be on FaceTime with Trey.
No, but you just don't like your phone, period. But even like hanging out. When y'all first started dating, y'all were having like 3-day hangout sessions. Tabria's not doing that even with us. And we are her good girlfriends. After a while, she's going to be like, well, gotta go. And I understand that.
Well, actually, I would love to have a sleepover.
I would too. No, because we were talking about it. And Jay was saying how, like, telling me about, like, the sleepover she used to go to. I've never done that before.
Oh my gosh, we need to do it.
I've literally never had a sleepover.
How have we not done that before?
Because our sleepovers were us living together.
I mean, well, yeah.
Girl, our sleepovers were the fact that we were already home.
Okay, we need to have a sleepover. We're going to organize that in a group chat.
Oh my God. And then Peaches is going to be there.
That'd be cute.
Sleepover with Peaches.
Yes.
Okay, yes, I'm down.
I'm excited.
Okay.
So
describe the pressure that you may have felt. Because do you think that the loneliness, first off, real question, do you think the loneliness was a true feeling, or do you think that it was a result of the pressure that you felt in feeling like you needed to be in a relationship?
It was true.
Because I know it was real.
It was like every time I would speak to my family, like even now, they're always asking me when I get married. But before then, every conversation would be like, are you dating anybody? Are you seeing anybody? Are you going out with somebody? And it's like, you know, I'm not going to tell them about flings. So no, I'm not seeing anybody. But no, I craved attention from men. Attention in like in a romantic way. I'm not going to expose myself to like the lengths that I would go through. But bitch, the lengths that I would go through, especially when I got a little money.
Can we please? Can I talk about one scenario?
What?
Just one. Just one. This is gonna sound actually
just go
bananas.
Mindy. Just go.
So there was a point in time where we like, you know, we were always on a like spiritual awakening journey, right? And there was a time where we, for science, for the experiment of it, and I'm not going to get into this story, but we both went to a shop and bought candles. And Tabria did one for, no, listen. Tabria did one for finances, and I did one for like a come to me candle to get the attention of this person, this man that had ghosted me. And both of us reaped results. So then almost a year later, when Tabria had this guy that she was dating who she thought was going to be like a one, and then he ended up just being funny. Did he ghost or did he just like start acting flippant? Like
I think he ghosted me.
Tabria went and bought come to me candles. Lit them in the bathtub.
Safety first, okay.
There was an active bonfire in the goddamn bathroom. And mind you, I'm not saying I know everything when it comes to witchiness, but I've done my research. All those candles were covered in black soot.
Yeah.
Covered. And I was like, that's a sign, girl. Don't do it. This is not going to work. And she said, I read on the internet, it says just try it again. And she went and bought more candles.
Oh my God. And like thinking about who it was. Girl.
Yuck.
Oh my God. And remember I lit that one candle about the main guy?
Yes.
And it literally caught on fire and blew up.
Y'all. It cracked, exploded. I'm just here to say that I fully believe in and I respect everyone's practice.
Yeah.
I will say this, do not be like us. Don't just be lighting candles willy-nilly. There are results from these things. Mm-hmm. Please don't do it.
Yeah. When I stopped fucking with candles with love, that's when it entered my life.
But you know why? Because your energy was focused on the wrong people. Yeah. You didn't leave space for the right one. Yeah. And your outcome is 30 million times better than what you wanted before. Mm-hmm. Y'all, please stop. That's it. We were out here real desperate. Because, I mean, I was too.
We both were.
I was openly chasing after a bisexual man who only enjoyed anal sex and wore high heels. I was out here really thinking that he was going to be the man that really locked it in. I was out here imagining a future of just fluidity and finances because he had some bread. I really thought. I did. And that man played in my face. I mean, I played in his face too, but still, you know what I mean?
Trey is like my first real relationship, but I had a boyfriend before him.
Yes, she did.
And even just thinking back on that, like, how desperate were you to agree to that?
I will say this though. I don't think that situation was a desperate situation. I don't think it was fucked. I will say this. You were definitely out of his league, but I understand the relationship and I understand the allure. He was a funny guy
with no job.
Aside from that, y'all were compatible to a certain extent. If the finances weren't into play, you guys would be cool. But he's not it. He would not have been the one.
No,
but it would have been. But
not.
It would have been a more enjoyable and a longer lasting relationship because the only reason why y'all broke up is because finances came into play. Yeah. If he was used to having money, he wouldn't have been stressed about you wanting your own seat on the plane. You know what I mean?
That was the
breakup
that broke the camel's back.
Because he wanted to be poor and in economy together.
For context, we took a vacation that I paid for. And
she paid for
on the way back, I separated our seats because we were both tall. I didn't want us to have a middle seat. Mm-hmm. There's a little woman sitting in the middle. Perfect. Mm-hmm. I had the aisle. He had the window. And he was mad.
Pissed.
That I did that. And I was like, I thought I was being considerate.
Pissed. He didn't have no reason to be mad. I have reason to be mad. One time, me and Tabria took a flight together. I forgot. I think we were on the podcast tour, and Tabria was booking flights. Tabria did all the travel booking for the trip, and the flight that we were on, when we got to the airport, she had enough points to upgrade to first class for free, and she was like, "I'll see you, girl," and left me in economy.
Girl,
left me
only
in
one
economy.
Of us, but. When I could, I booked you a first class seat too.
For sure. But you said, only one of us can make it. What am I going to do with that? You know what was even crazier? It wasn't even a long flight.
Exactly. So you should be fine.
No, you... It wasn't even like, girl, you know my sciatica be acting up. It wasn't even that. It was a short flight. And Tabria was like, I'll see you when we land, girl. Up there eating snacks.
An upgrade. I'm going to take the upgrade. I didn't pay for it.
When we got out the flight, I remember I was like, I'm so hungry. She was like, you ain't eat? No, they gave me peanuts and a Biscoff cookie.
Child, the Biscoffs are good.
Oh my God. Lord.
I hope y'all don't hear us fanning.
No, I swear to God, just now I was thinking to myself, bitch, is this what it feels like to be premenopausal? So, like, girl.
No problem.
I'm hot as hell.
It is a little warm. It's because the sun's
Whew.
setting on this side.
Whew.
But I'll turn on the air next time. Too late though.
So quick question.
Yes.
Back on subject.
Yeah.
Do you think that, well, you said that you feel like your want for romantic love was very, very real.
Yeah.
Okay. When you got, and I'm not talking about this relationship because this one is like the one.
Mhm.
When you got it in that relationship that was shorter lived,
Yeah.
did you feel satisfied? Like, did you get a feeling of finally I got it, and then it lived up to what you were expecting?
I did have that feeling briefly.
Until
Probably,
reality set in.
Yeah, because once I realized we were incompatible, I was like, oh, this isn't it. You know, I was getting really mad over very little minute things that he would do. It honestly genuinely didn't make sense. And I would yell. I'm not somebody that yells or raises my voice. So I just knew like he was not the one for me. But in the very beginning, yes, it did feel like,
a nice
wow,
feeling.
this is what romance feels like, getting chose. Exactly. And it did feel good for a minute. Like I said, very briefly.
I think that a lot of women and men, when they experience that high after not ever experiencing it or having like a big, like, gap of space in between it, they get addicted to it. Because that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
I went from being in high school, honing a little bit in college, to boom, I'm somebody's wife. I'm like locked in. And then as soon as that ended, I enjoyed freedom for a little bit, but I started craving that again because I was not, especially I think living in LA made it worse because I felt so undesirable. I felt like nobody really wanted me for real. And then when I would find people that did want me, random crazy shit would happen.
Yeah.
And like also being around a bunch of beautiful people fucked my self-esteem up for sure.
Girl.
I remember one time I met this guy on a social media app and like we had planned a date and everything. Y'all, I swear this is real life. Planned a date and everything. I finally gave my social media because we had went from the app to texting, gave my social media. Do you know this man texted me within 30 minutes? Tabria, you don't remember the story, but you're going to remember once I say this part.
Okay.
Texted me within 30 minutes and was like, hey, so I was on your page and I saw that you know Tabria Majors and she's been my internet crush for 5 years or for however long. And he was like, I think you're a really nice girl, but I've dreamt of meeting her. Do you think you could hook me up with her?
Yes, I do remember that.
Do you think
absolutely not.
You could hook me up with her?
Absolutely not. Fuck him.
Ooh, fuck me up. And so I know that I got attached to a lot of relationships. And when I say relationships, I don't mean like official ones, but just like situationships because I felt that they liked me. And I was like, oh, there has to be something here because nobody likes me. So like, I have to make this work. And I was tolerating a lot of bullshit, at least for a few years.
Girl, yeah.
And a switch flipped. And it happened in 2020. Honestly, you know what it was?
What?
Cutting these titties off. It did. I think that added a boost to, oh my God, cutting the titties off and getting my braces off. And like literally, I had a massive glow up in 2020. And I think that even if I didn't get the titties cut off, that was a personal thing.
Yeah.
Where I started feeling better about myself because then I didn't have to wear a bra with every outfit.
Yeah.
And like there was a whole new array of clothing that was open to me. And that was when like I was finally healed from my car accident and I started working again because that whole prior year I was stuck in the house because I was in fucking like physical rehab or whatever and I had no job, I wasn't working, I couldn't fucking work and life started picking up again and then I was like, holy shit, not only are people like hitting my line, it's fine motherfuckers. It's motherfuckers with some money. And even though they weren't serious about me, it still boosted my ego to the point where I was like, oh, I need to step my pussy game up because I've been giving it away to the wrong motherfuckers. I'm giving it away to a nigga that still live with his granny. What the fuck are you doing, girl?
Oh my God.
Opened up a whole new world. A whole new world.
That's so, I mean, it was your overall confidence that just exuded, but that's interesting, like getting your breast reduction, because you were probably just attracting a different caliber
men who
of men
wanted
anyway.
Mommies. Yes.
Yeah, you know?
Yes. And no shade, I think that there is a beauty standard. And it like men don't care how beautiful you are in the face, but if you have an excess of a certain like feature in your body, they don't want you. And so I think having like H cup titties blocked off, or not blocked off, but it like really like stifled my reach when it came to dating. And I think that I wish I would have known who I was before I got it instead of figuring it out after, because I think that I stumbled into who I am now, and I had a lot of missteps because I thought that I wasn't cute then, but I'm cute now.
Yeah.
I was always cute.
Always.
I was always cute. It's just I didn't believe it. How about you? Because you had the opposite, where everyone in the world was telling you that you were this gorgeous, gorgeous girl, because you're a fucking model, and still was struggling dating. How did that affect?
Well, it really fucked with my head because it was easy for me to just get anybody. I could realistically have anybody that I want, but
Sabrina's 2018 DMs were insane.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But they just wanted to fuck. You know, nobody wanted to take me out. Nobody wanted to, you know, be in a relationship with me. And I'm like, well, am I just, you know, good for a fucking lay? And then realizing that, oh, that's what all these guys are doing to all the plus size models.
It's a body type thing.
Yeah, and you just feel like a fucking fetish.
Where it's the same thing of, yeah, you're gorgeous, but you have too much of this one thing, which is just mass in general. And they're like, I can't be with you, but I can fuck on you. That's my kink.
Yeah.
I got oh my God. I promise you, after I got my breast reduction, I've never even heard the term titty fuck. But that was a constant conversation.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Men live for that. I hated that shit. But it was like a thing because that was like the biggest feature on me.
Wow. That's wild.
Fetishized.
I hate where I was mentally then because it really got to me.
Girl, same. And we didn't realize what it was. Because I think that we could not step outside of ourselves. Because if you don't experience what it feels like not living like that, you don't know what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's like trying to describe freedom to a slave. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Like there's just this unattainable thing that I'm continuously striving for. And until I reach it, I don't know what it's going to feel like. And in understanding the feeling, I fully know I could have been out of that way sooner than I was.
And we were useless to each other.
Yeah, because we were just feeding the illusion.
Right.
And literally, both of us lost in the sauce.
Literally. In terms of how this affects people in general, and we will have to generalize most of this.
Yes.
But do you think women in particular becoming more independent and more focused on self-love contributes to being emotionally unavailable?
Unavailable. You know what? I don't think that women now are emotionally unavailable. I think women now are more, they have better boundaries. And I think that we are so used to the trope, and it's not even a trope because it was a reality for a while, because it was like the Olympics. You go to college and you immediately start looking for a husband.
Yeah.
I think that women have been so used to catering to other people's emotions and to telling men that they barely know for real. I think I love you. I want to be with you. I make an amazing wife. Selling yourself and trying to convince someone that you should choose me, pick me, pick me. Then now that that's not something that we are all striving for, people are reading it as women being cold. Like incels, that's what they talk about. Oh, all you want to do is reject me, to humiliate me. No, I just have standards now. And I'm not afraid to say no because I don't care to be chosen. And I genuinely believe, I don't know, I'm curious to know your answer, but I genuinely believe that the only reason why I am in a relationship that I am like, am truly happy in is because I had the realization and I stopped giving a fuck until I found someone who I was genuinely interested in and who I knew had genuine compatibility with me. Before, I was settling and I was just looking for a few boxes to be checked, and then I was like, that's good enough.
Yeah.
I waited until I found someone who I was like, no, this is it.
Yeah. I agree with you, but I also think there's extremes to everything, right? And I think the culture of like Sheer 7, like that kind of rhetoric, and how, you know, you're only going to be with a man with money. Essentially like fuck love, you know, it's all about finances at the end of the day. I do think, just from what I can see online, that a lot of women's perception of what a genuine relationship looks like can be skewed.
I see what you mean.
That could be a whole other episode again.
No. I that is a whole other episode, because to me, that is a delusion that's fed by the internet.
Yeah.
And I literally just saw a video today of this girl who's in her car. She was just left her date. And she was like, tell me if I'm wrong or not. And basically she met a guy on an app. They've been texting. They decided to go on a date. They live in the DMV. She lives in Maryland. He lives somewhere else. But DMV is like 3 different states, but they're like all one community. So she drove 40 minutes out from where she was at to meet him somewhere closer to his place, a restaurant he had picked. And he made, she assumed that he made reservations. So she said that she was running late. He said, that's cool, no problems. She arrives. It's a restaurant attached to a mall. And he says, we actually have a 30-minute wait, but we can walk around the mall and like talk, whatever, and wait for our reservation. And she didn't get out of her car. And she said, what do you mean? You knew this day was happening. How did you not make a reservation? And he was like, I don't know. Like, I just, I come here all the time, and typically it's not this crazy. Like, this just like, a random thing. He was like, but it's just 30 minutes. It's not that big of a deal. And she said, yes, you're wasting my time. And she said, unfortunately, I'm not going to be in a good headspace to be on this date, and never got out the car and left.
What?
Yes. So then he apologized. He was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. How about, because she was like, well, I'm already on my way home. And he said, how about I meet you close to your place? You pick a spot since you know your area. I don't. And then we can just have dinner there. And so she was like, okay, I'm okay with that, but you're going to have to give me at least an hour to get my head together. And then you can meet me at this spot. And he was like, you're being very ridiculous right now. And she was like, I don't think I am. No shade, sister. No shade, my sister in Christ. Yeah, I understand excessive. In knowing who you are and valuing yourself. And I do commend you in telling him that you're going to be in a shitty mood and canceling the date. But you also are tripping. Yeah. You were running late.
Literally.
And you were okay. You thought that he should give you grace for running late. Him just assuming that a restaurant that he goes to all the time that he's never waited for would be fine to just show up is a mistake for sure, but it's not something that you should leave behind. 30 minutes is not that big a fucking deal. Not. If you felt like you were going to be in a bad mood because you didn't want to stand outside because you had heels on, whatever the case may be, tell him that you're going to sit in your car and you'll see him in 30 minutes. Tell him that you're going to go get gas and you'll see him in 30 minutes. Do whatever you need to do and then see him in 30 minutes. Doing all that and then him still trying to find a way to reconcile and him offering to drive 40 minutes to you, which, no shade, baby, you set yourself up. It's a first date. Why the fuck are you driving 40 minutes to meet him? Yeah. You can't pick and choose where your standards are. Like, if you're going to have a standard, set that standard from the beginning. You should have told him from jump, okay, just letting you know, if you want to go on a date with me, this is what the requirements are. Yeah. And then he would decide whether he wanted to deal with it or not. I think that, like you said, Share 7 and shout out to her, because I think that I don't think she's a bad person at all.
No,
and I commend her.
I don't either.
And I appreciate her content because her content is very informal and educational for a specific kind of woman. I just think that everyone needs to really think about what they're looking for. If you're looking for a husband who you're gonna fall in love with, you can't look at her content.
No.
If you're looking for a lick, yes.
Yes, that's who you look for.
You know? Like, if you are genuinely trying to build with someone, don't hyperfixate on little things like, did you book the reservation a week in advance? Do you genuinely vibe with this person? That should be what you're really focused on.
This is where I feel like a lot of men and women are where we miss out on one another. Everybody wants companionship at the end of the day. And I wish we could just like find that middle ground somewhere. It's somewhere deep in there.
No, and that is true, because I think the extreme lives on both ends. Well, not even both ends, because it's on every end, right? There are people who are willing to do any and everything, tolerate any and everything. I saw a TikTok yesterday of a woman who was like, I'm breaking up with my boyfriend today. He doesn't know yet. These are the reasons why. She went through an entire list of him just like not caring about her or her like what she got going on in life, not being very considerate, you know, whatever. And then at the end of it said that he shit the bed 3 times in 1 week. And and that was at the bottom of her list. Bottom. So you are willing to overlook the fact that he shit the bed 3 times in 1 week. She said, yeah, there's skid marks all over the fitted sheet. I had to change the sheets multiple times.
I wasn't expecting.
You're willing to overlook that to keep a man? Girl.
That's crazy.
Girl. And that shit happens in every sort of relationship. I've heard crazy shit in every sort of relationship. I've heard men dealing with crazy shit, women dealing with crazy shit, in sapphic relationships, in gay relationships, in every relationship, dealing with crazy shit. I saw this one couple who's very public online in their relationship, and it's 2 trans people, a trans man, trans woman, and the trans man posted in his breakup video that his ex misgendered him all the time. Why the fuck would you stay in a relationship
why
for
are you
that
with somebody like that?
That's what I'm saying. But like, people are willing to tolerate a lot just to say they have someone. And one thing I will say, even though I did a lot of dumb shit in my life, lots of dumb shit, I'm not afraid to get rid of anybody.
I can't say the same. I will now. I'm more self-assured now. In the past, yeah, I tolerated a lot of bullshit. But now, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, there's no way. No.
And it's not even that I would say I'd rather be alone, because yes, honestly,
I mean, in that sense, yeah.
No, for sure. As a single woman, for sure.
Yeah.
I'd rather be alone than to be in a relationship with someone who's going to cause me or give me grief and cause me hell.
Yeah.
But I also understand my value and my worth. I might not be as happy if it's like a good person. I'll find somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think that is something that we all need to be assured of within ourselves, because there are men who tolerate the correct. I saw a video of a man who his wife is a hoarder, disgusting, house nasty, but he's like, we got kids. You need to leave.
And
you need to leave. You like, he showed like his corner of the bed, his side of the bed, only side with nothing on it. Like, he tries to do little things to create like cleanliness within his world. You need to leave.
You know, we hear stories all the time about how women are afraid of leaving their husbands for whatever reason, you know? But there's a lot of men who won't leave their relationships either. A lot.
Attached to it.
I know at least 4 men right now who need to get out of a toxic relationship.
Same.
And they won't.
Same.
They won't.
And been in it for decades.
Yep.
Years.
Crazy.
And I think a huge part of it, from the relationships that I know, one I can say like wholeheartedly is because he doesn't think he can do better because his girlfriend's really hot.
Yeah.
The others, I think it's more so about just like comfort.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want to start over.
But you're miserable and you're making each other miserable. Why would you want to be miserable? Just go outside.
Yeah.
Get the therapy, get over the heartbreak, start living your life for yourself. Do you believe that incels are truly on a hunt for emotional connection? Or do you believe that their loneliness is rooted in something else?
No, it's, mind you, let me back up. That's not me telling y'all to get with no damn incel and try to reform it. Absolutely not. Because no. At the heart of it, yes, there is something to that there where they are craving intimacy in some way. They probably didn't get it growing up. They've probably been rejected by, you know, for lack of a better phrase, women who are out of their league or whatever it may be.
That one girl when they were 13.
Exactly. There's a lot of hate just rooted in there in general, and that manifested in the most toxic and sometimes dangerous way.
Yeah.
No, at this point, men who are actually labeled incels and are all involved in that red pill shit, it's far beyond just emotional compatibility at this point. Like, it would take some major mental health rehaul, because they really have to rewire how they view women.
So, you know, I understand, and when I say understand, I don't mean that I understand in an empathetic way. So I understand white incels, and not in an empathetic way, but in like a scientific way, because white men have this this need to exert power over someone. And typically white incels are the othered white men. where white men in general don't respect this
Yes.
variation of white men.
Yes.
And so they have no one to really like wield their power over aside from, because they're too weak to fight or be racist because they'll get their ass beat.
Yeah.
They crave these relationships so that they can have someone to dominate. And that's why most incels are internet trolls too.
Yeah.
Because that's how they get to like exert that energy. What I don't personally understand is incels of other races.
BIPOC incels.
Yes. A huge part of me is just like, I don't get it, because I feel like Black people and Black families, even if you have like that one weird cousin, we still fuck with you.
Yeah.
You still receive like a certain amount of love. And maybe the BIPOC incels come from family lives that are really fucked. And it like just like it's like domino effect where it's like you have a shitty family, your mom sucks. Because I will say that a lot of men who hate women hate their moms.
Yeah.
So maybe you have a shitty relationship with your mom, and then on top of that, you're also like a little bit of a weirdo, and you got made fun of for that, and then it's just like stacks on top of it, on top of it, on top of it, right? But I just feel like you still are not at the top of the pyramid, and you won't be, even if you get a bitch.
Yeah.
So what are you really craving? And to me, it feels like BIPOC incels are looking for acceptance from white incels.
Yeah, it's assimilation, essentially.
And I need y'all to snap out of it. You'll get pussy faster.
Yeah.
I know so many weird Black men who are just nice people and charming and got hella bitches.
Yeah.
Go to one convention, rack them up.
Yeah.
Did you see that one clip? I think it was like a UK podcast or UK show. And it was that ginger mixed race Black man, freckles all over his face, bald, beard. And he was going in on this Black woman. And he basically was like, I'll never fucking date a Black bitch. I'll never. And she was like, oh, because she called him out for like basically not wanting to date Black women. And he like got so triggered, got so angry. And his response was, take that fucking wig off then. Take that wig off. Take them lashes off. You want to look like these fine women, white women so bad, all this stuff. And he got so angry. They had to drag him off set. And there was audio of him off set. And he was like, why the fuck would I want to be with a Black bitch like that? I don't know. He was, because she kept on saying, your mom would be embarrassed. And he was like, I don't give a fuck what my mom says. Fuck her. I hate my mom. Why would I want to be with a bitch like her?
There you go. Yeah, and that's, I mean, like you said, that's usually where it starts.
Hello?
I have a cousin like that. I don't know his relationship with his mom, but he's like that.
I have family members like that too. And I think that, and even the one family member I'm thinking about specifically, he definitely had a good relationship with his mom, but you ever met somebody who like really loves their mom, but it's because their mom gave them no attention? Or you know what I mean? Like they crave the attention of their mom.
I see.
And so they love them in like a love me mommy kind of way. And I know people are like, what family member? Y'all don't know this person. I promise you, nobody does. Even the family members that's listening to this, you don't know who I'm talking about. But genuinely, it's like love me mommy. And because you can't get that acceptance from your mom, you think all Black women are gonna do you like that. And instead of being attached to like, well, I want a Black woman so that she can love me like my mom, you're just like, fuck y'all. Y'all all hate me. Nobody really wants me for real. You all reject me. And I've had a conversation with them before, and they've said to me, Black women don't get me and they don't like me because I'm nerdy and I really like Marvel and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, baby, I know Black women who are just like you.
100%.
I know more Black female anime nerds than I do Black men.
Yes.
They're out there. They exist. If they don't want you, it's probably because you say weird shit. I think that a lot of incels need to understand that you're not being rejected because women hate men. You're being rejected because you're fucking weird. And you say creepy shit.
Yeah.
And you do creepy shit. And women do not feel safe in your presence. If a woman felt safe in your presence, you would have a woman. Because unlike men, women are very forgiving when it comes to standards.
Generally, yeah.
Very forgiving. And I understand that. I've done it before.
Yeah.
Personality on 10, sure. I remember I really liked this one boy who had baby teeth. And Tabria literally would not let me live. She's like, oh, you going out with baby teeth again? She would not let me live. And it wasn't just the baby teeth, y'all. Anybody who's listening to this who has baby teeth, it wasn't just that. It generally would not be someone that you would look at and think was attractive.
Yeah.
But great personality, great. We got along so well.
Yeah.
And he's a bisexual man. So many bells ringing, so many signs. And I was obsessed with him. And I think it was because of like the personality and like the connection that we had.
Definitely.
And Tabria literally would not let me live.
You know what?
But he was one who only dated white women. And he was surprised when I wanted to date him. And ended things with me still. How I get played. Two things. One, I feel like being in a relationship, being married, having children was such a strong need because it served as like a benchmark of a successful life. Now that you have these things, do you, one, feel like you have another benchmark that you're that passionately driven towards? And two, do you feel like it didn't live up to that? When I say live up to the hype, I don't mean like, oh, I'm not happy with it. But it was sold to us like as soon as you get this, life is perfect.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it lived up to the hype?
No, I don't.
Well,
and
answer the first part of the question.
Wait, what? Ask me one at a time.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, answer that part, and then we'll get back to something.
I don't feel like it lived up to the hype just because it's been like drilled into my head that this is the penult. This is the absolute best thing that you could do for yourself and for your life. And no, it's absolutely not. There's still other things that I have interest in and that don't involve my relationship or me being a mom whatsoever. But I definitely do feel fulfilled.
Yes.
I will say that. I couldn't imagine life without either of them.
I think that being by myself, like in New York, also like being in LA, because in the beginning, we were all still in LA.
Yeah.
You were like really into your relationship. Me and Tabria lived across the street from each other, and I literally would see her every day, and then I just never saw her again because she was like in her relationship, which like I completely respect and completely understood because like this is the dream we were all chasing. So like, yeah, go off, girl. But being by myself really made me like reconsider a lot of the things that I was running towards. And I agree with you. I'm going to answer the same question too. I do agree with you that being in a relationship has unearthed a different type of motivation. All that energy that I had for love and dating is now put towards career.
Yes.
I'm like hyper fixated on it. And I think not having to worry about like love and like, and when I say that, I mean, even in me being in relationships in the past, but then being toxic took up all my mental space. So even though I was in a relationship, I wasn't happy. I didn't have the bandwidth to focus on career because I was focused on how to fix what was happening here. We're fighting every day. So being in something healthy, something where I don't have to think so much and I have like support, and maybe not in like a physical way, but in an emotional way, and just in I need to like vent, I'm so tired, like, and Jade's like, I got you, or like, I'm so exhausted, I literally worked and then had to do this and had to do that, and she will show up to my job and like bring me lunch because I forgot to pack it, like things like that. I don't have to worry so much about those things. Now I can hyper focus on myself, and it's so crazy in realizing that true partnership is being in a relationship where you can take care of yourself. That's like, to me, that is like the pinnacle of partnership, where it's like, I'm so well loved that I can focus on myself instead of focusing on you, because you are not an issue. If you're in a relationship and your entire focus is your other person or your partner, call that lady. Really sit down and think about it, because that is not what relationships should feel like.
That's so true. This is the most like comfortable and relaxed that I've been.
Like, you have to think you have enough energy and bandwidth, even being a mother, which is a huge responsibility, where you can still focus on yourself, work out, lose weight, restart the podcast, still do your own thing. Like, imagine doing these things, which you would still be doing probably, but without your relationship, you would be stressed.
Yeah.
You would be stressed.
100%.
Imagine doing these things as a single parent.
You
would be stressed. Like,
yeah, I can't.
To me, that, and I'm not here to say, oh, we have the best relationships in the world. No relationship is perfect, but my baseline now has changed.
Yeah.
What I thought was my baseline for relationship was it was 6 feet under. It was dead, ho. It was down in the dirt.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Now my standard has elevated to a point where, if God forbid, mind you, not gonna say that, if me and Jay were to ever break up, I would be the most difficult person to date because I know exactly what the fuck I want and what I'm going to tolerate. And I am not going to settle for anything less than what I was already receiving. And that's it. Okay, so, but I think we just answered it a little bit. Okay. I answered it a little bit. I was saying that previously, when we were very, very like romance centered, even though we were both striving for things within our own lives, majority of our energy went towards romance, right? Like, I remember you having to work and then contemplating not going to work because a man called.
Yeah.
Right? Now that we don't have that as a marker, as a milestone, because you've achieved it, do you feel like there is a new milestone in your life that you have that much energy towards?
Honestly, this sounds like such a cliche answer, but happiness.
Oh, but I like that though.
I know.
That's nice.
But truly, especially just now in the times that we're living in, and this is for everybody, I think it's important now more than ever to genuinely find things that bring you joy.
Yeah.
And just to elevate your frequencies that you naturally have. And, I'm so fortunate that I'm not able to only find happiness in my relationship and with my daughter, but I have happiness with my friends. I find happiness with my family, and honestly, just trying to maintain that as long as possible and to find it as often as possible, because there's a million reasons to be sad nowadays.
I love that. I think for me, it's definitely all focused on like career and just I really want to achieve enough where I feel proud of myself. I think that
you
is
should
like
be though. But this is like the most, I don't want to say the most focused, but I feel like this is the most confident I've seen you with work. Like you feel like you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Even though I still don't, but yes. And I think that a lot of it had to do with, which is interesting, a lot of it had to do with finally receiving some sort of outside affirmation that like I'm doing a good job.
Yeah.
Like having an audience, having people say, "Oh no, we like what you're doing. Like we want more," made me feel like, okay, I'm actually like good at something.
Yeah.
Let me like double down. Because even though like we have the podcast and things like that, it's different when you're good at something in conjunction with someone else.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, yes, we work well together.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'll even say like in the beginning of the podcast popped off because Tabria was a known figure. Like your audience really drove the podcast. And so it's like, yes, I love the fact that like a lot of your fans are now finding out about me and they're like, oh, we love Mindy, but it's like, that's still not something that I accomplished on my own. And I think that I'm just like striving to find something that I can do as an individual and really have pride in and say, okay, well, like I did that. And I think that is like what I'm like really focused on.
Well, I feel like more people are coming to the podcast because of you now.
That's different though.
But still, I always said people came to the podcast for me, people stayed for you.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, seriously, it is true.
Tabria, let me tell you, a friend of mine who's never even hung out with you a day. It's fine, girl. You ain't had to call it out. Who's never even hung out with you literally was like, Tabria's so fucking funny. Oh my God. Because you are. You're so funny. Unintentionally, but you're so fucking funny.
Well,
oh my God.
Anyway, thanks.
Okay, so this is a segment where me and Tabria ask each other a question.
Okay.
And this, I'm literally only giving you 30 seconds to think about it.
Fine. I'll ask you first. Oh, okay.
Girl, for my question.
Well,
30 seconds for my question.
Okay.
You only get 30 seconds to think about it.
Okay.
Okay. I give you $50,000 right now. You have to spend it in 30 minutes or else you don't have it. What are you doing with it? You have to spend it in 30 minutes.
I can't invest it?
If you can in 30 minutes, but you have to spend all of it in 30 minutes.
I'd invest it.
It's a boring answer.
Okay, then I buy a car.
That's it?
Yeah, we need a new car. What?
Oh, girl. Okay, never mind.
I have to buy multiple things?
I asked Jade this question and she had a really good answer. She said that she would book out studio time.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
And like to do her show. Literally just book out studio time for like the rest of the year.
Okay.
You can't take that. You get
I'm not.
Vroom, vroom, girl. Enjoy your Honda Civic.
What would you get?
Me? I never even thought about it. No. I probably would do something similar, but I would probably hit up a creative agency and give them all the money and say, I need you guys to make me famous here.
Okay. Make me famous. Do your job.
Okay. This is your budget. Enjoy.
Oh my God.
Take that.
So a PR agency, essentially.
Anything, creative or PR. Like, if it could be someone who just like be like, okay, maybe we booked you studio time, one photo shoot a month, here, boom. We booked you, whatever for, you know what I mean? Just like, y'all handle it.
I wonder, could you really do that? Because I've had PR agencies reach out to me, but you have to pay them. Like the minimum is like $5,000 a month.
And yeah.
But if you don't really have a presence at all, you do. So I feel like somebody
you
would
do
be
too,
like,
no,
but I don't want to pay that.
Yeah.
That's why
no, but I'm saying it's $50,000. It's free money. I have it for 30 minutes.
I know, but I'm just saying hypothetically, if you were just Joe Schmo from around the corner, you're like, hey, I have this money.
You could.
Yeah?
I think you could. I think that a really good PR person could take a normal person, get them invited to a certain amount of events, take pictures while they're there, and create a presence for them. They would probably take $10,000 of that money and pay a B-list celebrity to go on one day and get pictures taken. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like little things like that. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
What's your question?
My question is, what is your favorite song from a movie soundtrack?
Fuck.
Or if you have like a favorite movie soundtrack album. Okay. I have two answers and they're connected because one song popped into my head and then it made me think of what my true inner child answer was. Okay. I feel like it was my inner child like, bitch, it's this. Yeah. First thing that came into my head was, I don't want to be like Cinderella, Cinderella, good Cinderella, waiting for somebody. Yes, Cheetah Girl. Okay. But I think my true answer is the Cinderella with Brandy. Which one? Impossible. Oh my God. For a plane. Yeah, you sing that a lot. Yes. Ask Sabria. That was the entire time we lived together. That was my go-to. Yeah. I mean, that's a great song. The entire movie. Yeah. Yes. That's my answer. What's yours? So my soundtrack, it's not Hamilton. Okay. That's a Broadway play. Oh my God. My movie soundtrack, Tarzan. Oh. I'm obsessed. Sing the main song. There's so many. The main one. You'll be in my heart. Okay, yes. Phil Collins did the soundtrack. I think it's the only soundtrack to be translated in 7 different languages because of how successful it was. Wow. Yeah, the music is so good. Phil Collins, he's amazing. Wait, name me another song, because that's the only one I know. Dun, 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 dun. 2 worlds, 1 family. Trust your heart. Let faith Girl, go, keep going. No. Go off. I'm done. Anyway. Literally. You need to watch, you and Jay, y'all need to watch Tarzan tonight. And you need to watch In My Own Little Corner, in my own little chair. I actually watched that with Peaches. Whatever I want to be. Yes. Peaches probably looked at Brandy and said, TT Mindy? She's not into no, she didn't. She's not into live action yet. Every single time Peaches sees a dark-skinned black woman, you say this every episode. We get it. TT Mindy. TT Mindy. Yeah. My favorite song from a soundtrack is Ghostbusters. That song is so good. Are you dead ass? I'm dead ass because we've been listening. Miss Rachel has a Halloween episode, and
Oh.
she got the clearance for Ghostbusters because
She
she's
got
that bitch.
so much money.
Literally.
She got so much money.
Literally. And when I was listening to it, I was like, this song is fucking good.
Okay, well, I have an answer then. Another one.
What?
Number one, like, singular song from a soundtrack?
Yes.
Black Parade.
You love Black Parade.
I cry. Listen, I don't know what it is about that song. It must be the frequency or something. Last time I was driving Jade's car. I was by myself in it. I literally came up in rotation. I was like, ooh, turn the volume up. By the time I reached the next block, full tears.
Oh my God.
Because I listen to it and I think about, I'm so grateful to be
song.
Black.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about that song, but it just makes me feel so much pride. I'm just like, oh my God, bitch, I'm Black.
It's the blackest song she's ever made.
I am Black. Oh God.
It's a good one.
Such a good song. Yeah.
Bigger is what gets me from her. I cry every time I hear
Really?
Bigger. Yes, are you kidding?
Bigger.
You're part of something way bigger.
I know. Oh, okay.
You're part of something way bigger.
We're about to cry right now.
No,
She's about to cry right now. Guys, in the comments, tell us what Beyonce song makes you cry. It doesn't have to just be Beyonce. It's only because we both named Beyonce songs that make us cry. But what song makes you cry?
And what's your favorite soundtrack song?
Yes, I will say there's another song, Save You by Rum Gold. Rum Gold, RUM.GOLD. Queer artist, song called Save You. I bawl crying because I listen to it through the perspective of me talking to myself. And I'm just like, oh, poor baby Mindy. She didn't even know she was great.
I'm going to listen.
You great, girl.
You are.
Okay.
Do we have a listener question?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
What's the most annoying thing about you?
That's the most annoying thing about me. That I think's the most annoying.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to say my voice.
I'm
going to say I fart a lot. And I don't do it as much.
Sure does.
I don't do it as much around my friends, but I do it.
Well, not bitch me.
Yeah. I mean, well, we've lived together, so I can't hold it in.
Oh my God.
But I do it all the time around Trey. And I love, because he loves to fart too.
I was about to say, he likes it because it's like y'all broing out.
Yeah, but it's like, another thing about finding your true partner, like, I can just fart around him because I would just hold it in.
Yeah.
And that is stifling.
No, that hurts. Have you ever trapped gas?
Yes.
Ouch. Cramps.
You get cramps.
Let that shit free. If they for you and they love you, they gonna tolerate your shitty booty smell. It's fine. It is fine.
What do you think is the most annoying thing about me?
About you? You're whistling. We know this. I don't think anything is annoying about Tabria aside from the whistling. And it's not that it's annoying, it's just that she hits such a high note. It feels like, you know, when you accidentally scrape a fork on a plate.
It does not sound
It does
like
that for me.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You're the only person.
And you know that I'm not lying. Because when I barely knew Tabria, the first time she whistled around me, I was like, girl.
Yeah, she's never like
oh my God. Oh my God. The most annoying thing I think about me is I play too much. I play a lot. I do. And the thing is, people enjoy it. The right people enjoy it. The wrong people don't like it. Where I'm very childlike when you get to know me and I play a lot.
I think that's a good thing.
But some people don't like it.
Yeah, well, fuck them. They don't know their inner child anymore. That's sad.
And I talk a lot.
I think that's good though, because people don't know how to have conversations anymore.
Yeah, I'm a true yapper. Okay.
Wait, you know the most annoying thing about you?
Oh God. What?
The thing I can't stand about Mindy.
Oh my God.
Aside when she didn't close cabinets. But the thing I can't stand about Mindy is the way that she pronounces the word one.
Oh
W-O-N.
my God.
One.
Okay, can I tell you?
One.
Can I tell you something?
What?
I've literally never said this to you ever. She can attest to this. That's Jade's biggest thing about me too. Swear to God. Every single time I say it, she'll be like one.
Literally. She says it like the number one. One. Who? One.
No. Oh, wow. We playing a game of pickup. Guess who won? I won. It's y'all hating because I'm from the East Coast. It's fine.
Girl, bye.
Well, we love you guys. Thank you so much for bearing through this entire episode.
Child.
I need y'all to comment about that too, how y'all feel about the length of the episode.
Yeah, please. What's the sweet spot?
Please.
Send your listener letters to thethickpodcast@gmail.com. Listener letters and random questions that you may have for us.
Please, because no one's sent us like advice. I want to give advice.
I want to ask a question.
I want to give real advice.
Yes.
But yes, what she said. Also remember October 12th, Sapphic Sunday Day Party. Pull up, please, and thank you.
Yes.
Also keep in mind next month, November 8th, next Some Come Party.
Yes.
Alrighty, guys, let's try one more time. It's been real.
It's been fun. It's been real fun.
Bye. See you guys next week.